semifinals.
They got a great fan base here, throwing flags, beating drums, and it's an amazing scene down there. Now, Sanayev, originally from Russia, kind of transferred to Kazakhstan, and he has got an amazing style. He's kind of flat-footed, but then all of a sudden he'll take off like a cat and lift and throw, and he's fearless out there.
A lot of people thought he was Kazakhstan's best shot to earn a medal at these World Championships. 2 3-minute periods if you're new to freestyle wrestling. Turkey will be in the red, Kazakhstan will be in the blue. ATLI captured his first European championship this year after earning a world bronze medal in Budapest a season ago. He's also tallied top 3 finishes at the Kolov and the Daegu, so he's had a solid 2019, thus the high ranking, able to accumulate a lot of points. Gonna have to reposition himself here. Heavy collar tie near that passivity zone. And it looks like we're gonna get a whistle here pretty quickly, and there it is.
So typically what you're going to see is within the first 45 to 50 seconds, if there's no point scored, they're going to see your first passivity warning. They're going to warn them, and then within the next 45 seconds, if there's still no point scored, they're going to see that second passive call, and they're going to go. They're going to go right away to the next moves, and Sanayev. Again, pushing to the edge he's awesome on the edge here, and he's not afraid to just shoot him out and try to get his first points.
Sanayev certainly controlling where this match is being wrestled. He's been the dictator there, tries a snap down. He has Turkey in a vulnerable spot to get that step out point, but out of bounds they go. No point awarded, so we stay scoreless, not quite halfway through this first period.
And the reason that's not a step out, Sean, is because he was grounded. Both of ATLI's knees were down, and if he's on his feet at all, they're going to get 1 point for a step out. But because he was grounded, both knees down, no points.
You see those heavy snap downs by Sanayev. Very strong in the forearms from Kazakhstan. There is the passivity. So now we start with that shot clock. 30-second shot clock on the board. If neither wrestler scores, then the point will go to Kazakhstan. If one of the wrestlers scores and the clock is wiped out, it becomes a no factor.
I was talking to the officials about why they give the passivity and the shot clock to whomever they're giving it to, and really it's not a lack of action, it's typically a lack of scoring. And so you might see somebody pushing to the edge, but the other wrestler might get a call as well just because there's no scoring.
And we saw a lot of that really the last couple of days. I know talking to some folks who had watched the broadcast, they were saying, well, looked like he was the aggressor, or she was the aggressor, and they got tagged with the passivity, and you're exactly right on that scoring. So a point goes to Sanayev. Shot clock expired. Somewhat of a slow-paced start to this freestyle semifinal at 57 kilos.
Our officials warning Sanayev for grabbing the singlet. They're going to give him a couple warnings on that and give him a chance. But if it's stopping an action, they would give a caution and points for that foul.
A lot of stoppages in this first period. Both wrestlers trying to find their rhythm. Winding down period number 1. It has been Sanayev really dictating where this match has been wrestled. He has controlled the center. Leaning in on the top seed from Turkey, and the first period comes to an end. The passivity point has been it, and now the wrestlers go in for adjustments.
Opening his lungs there, he's squeezing him up, trying to crack his back a little bit, trying to get air to his lungs. Sanayev has an amazing pace. He just pushes and pushes and pushes. There's no stop in his game.
Suleiman ATLI already out there. He's been on a roll. He had a tough 2017. He has put this surge to earn the top seed at 57 kilos. Remember, this is a year removed after the 25-year-old left Paris with a 15th place finish. But he's bounced back strong. 2018 and now here in 2019, a chance to get back on top.
And they get those seeds through ranking tournaments. So whether it be their continental tournaments or there's several 3 or 4 ranking tournaments around the world where if they place highly or they win, they get points to be seeded here at the World Championships. It's not always the #1 guy from the World Championships the year before who gets the 1 seed. And we saw that earlier today where a couple of our wrestlers, world champions wrestling in the first round.
Russia, Azerbaijan.
Right.
1-0 our score, and now here is the passivity warning. This time it's on Kazakhstan, and the shot clock goes on. So a chance for ATLI to get the equalizer.
And again, you've seen SANAYEV pushing him to the edge, and not a lot of action by ATLI, but because you need to make it equal, they're going to get both men the ability to be on the clock.
Shot clock expires, point awarded to ATLI. So now the pressure swings to SANAYEV because the criteria is with Turkey. Last point scored is the third of 3 criteria when it comes to the tiebreakers. So SANAYEV needs to find some offense for Kazakhstan, and we have a stop. Looking over toward the chairman, not sure what ATLI is voicing over toward that table. Action resumes. Any idea on what that discussion might have been about?
I don't. He had 3 fingers up, and I guess he was talking about the 30-second clock, maybe? That's the first real strong attack by ATLI that's been in this whole match.
Yep. He's had a tough time figuring out the defense of SANAYEV. This crowd's going to get more and more involved as we approach that 1-minute mark. SANAYEV has looked for those heavy snap downs, has not found any offense yet.
So you see the referee asking for action by ATLI. They might give another passive. Okay, they warned SANAYEV again, and he seems to be the one who's been the more aggressive wrestler.
A puzzled look from Kazakhstan in the corner, so SANAYEV gets put back on the shot clock. And now we have confusion, and the referee will come over toward the match chairman, and they'll bring the judge over as well. A 3-person officiating crew, and I don't mind this. Let's make sure they get it right. Take the extra time to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Absolutely, and you know they want to make sure. Usually the mat judge and the mat chairman, they're looking at each other from across the way, and that chairman wants to make sure that he's the final vote. And he didn't like what he saw there, so he brought them both in. But we're still going to that activity period.
Now for SANAYEV, he was going to have to score anyway. Now he's in on that single leg, and this crowd comes to their feet, trying to elevate the leg, maybe shelve it, looking to secure 2, and he gets it. Kazakhstan takes the lead.
And these fans are going absolutely nuts, waving flags, beating drums. They're after it right now. Amazing.
It took nearly 5.5 minutes, but finally offense, and it comes from Kazakhstan. The world silver medalist, 33 seconds away from getting back to that gold medal match.
And how amazing was that? He was completely flat-footed and then boom, took off on a single leg shot. It was unbelievable. Oh my goodness.
Here comes ATLI. Tripod position defense by SANAYEV. ATLI trying to come around that backside and slip in control. Has plenty of time, 12 seconds to go. Rolls over the Kazakhstan wrestler, and 2 will be awarded.
Now, the judge called that 4 feet to back. We're going to see what our mat chairman says to break the tie.
And that mat chairman card is not in our line of sight, so they are going to meet for a second time. ATLI is going to come over, and they'll quickly tell him to get back into the center. So ATLI goes ahead as 4 is confirmed for Turkey. And a 5-3 lead, oh my. Suleiman ATLI with some late heroics possibly. SANAYEV, that flying attack, and time will expire. And a 4-point move late, Turkey into the gold medal round.
That was, there wasn't a whole lot of action for the first 5 minutes, 20 seconds. And then that last 40 seconds was heck on wheels, man. It just was after it. That was awesome.